art and character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at Sin15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Episode 17 of Thundercats Roar, Berserker. And this is another one where they just like took parts and pieces of the original. This Berserker pirate people. When you first see them in the original show, they were capturing unicorns. They wanted to eat them. And, you know, then of course the Thundercats have to save the unicorns because they're good people. They weren't robotic. Hammerhand was robotic, but the rest of his crew were just regular pirate people. And by the end of the episode, they end up getting their ship sunk. So I'm thinking they got all messed up. They don't ever show exactly what happened, but we meet them again in the Thundercats whole movie, which is like it was in season 2, the original. And they have like robot parts. So you get like the guy had like the tire in his chest, and the one that was like a spinner top. So they took them. Those robot versions are how they are now. So they took parts from that, but none of the story from the second one because they were going because Mummer hires them. At the beginning of the episode, it opens up and Mummer shows up, and the Berserkers are singing some awful song. It's terrible. And Mummer shows up and he's like, "Hey, I need to hire you dudes to go after the Thundercats," which is something Mumra would do all the time. He would get other bad guys to go after the Thundercats. And here Mumra kind of acts like a regular bad guy. He's not being a goofy idiot. He just looks silly because he's like all skinny Mumra, but he does that's what he does. I'm like, wow, that was interesting. In the original, he hired them to go after the other Thunderians that were Linkso, Bengali, and Pumara, who was freaking fine as hell. I don't know. I preferred Pumara over Chitara. I know that's like the biggest sin ever, but I just thought she just had a really great design. I thought she was gorgeous. Back to this. Then they don't appear in this. I don't know if they appear in Roar at all ever. I kind of don't want them to because I don't want any more of the Thundercats story to get more tainted. But so they took the hiring aspect of that, but then turned it to go capture the other the original team. So it's just a mishmash, and it's just a big old mess. And then so they take the job because they want gold. It's like, haha, they just give us some gold, and they really love the gold, which they did in the original too, but they're really silly about it here. Get back to Lino, and he's like, "Oh no, the robots are coming after me," and of course we all know it's going to be a stupid joke. And then Tiger's cleaning, and he's wearing like kitty headphones because that's what you do. And the robots are just Wily Kit and Wily Cat, and he has a little spray bottle. They're supposed to be cleaning. And he's squirting them. I'm hoping this is like just water and not like a Windex type thing, the ammonia. Because they end up just kind of spraying each other. He ends up spraying Tiger right in his face. I'm like, geez, Lino, what a jerk. Tiger's like, "Hey, it's time to do chores, and there's like a chore wheel." And he's like, "Yeah, it's your guys' turn to do this. Let's see what everyone's doing." Panther's supposed to be cleaning the thunder tank in the garage, and of course she's just sleeping. Chitara's supposed to be doing laundry, but of course she's sleeping. Snar's supposed to be polishing his sword. He's out polishing one out in the back. And of course he's sleeping. So everyone's a lazy bum. And then you got to the funnest job of all. They have to like clean out the back. So this is the cat's lair's butt. They have to clean out all its poop. Because that's what it's like. So the cat, like cleaning out the cat lair's litter box. What's the deal with that? It's disgusting. So they show it, and it looks like a big pile of crap. It's literally the little poop pebbles from the cat's lair. But they don't want to do it. It's super lame. And if it's so much fun, Tiger, why don't you do it? I wish I could, but I got the hardest job of all, teaching you responsibility, which would be the hardest job of all. But he's like, "Okay, guys, just you have to scoop it up." He even gives him like a little pooper scooper thing. He walks off screen, and then they start getting attacked by those pirates, by the Berserkers. And so Tiger didn't see this or hear it. They at least should have waited, 30 seconds for Tiger to walk further off screen at least. They're getting attacked, and then the animation's okay. "Well, you scallywags." Of course, he talks like a freaking pirate. And Wily Kit just wants to run out there and fight him. And I'm glad Wily Cat pulls her back because like she would have been killed. And I'm glad that he kind of has a little bit more of a level head than his sister. She's completely out of her mind. They're like, "How are we going to fight these guys? We don't have a boat." Oh, Tiger, Panther was working on something, and then basically turns the Thundercat into the Thunder Tank into so it can go on the water, which was something from that first episode, because in the original episode, I mean, when they end up calling him, they're like, oh no, they're out water. What can we do? It's like, oh, I worked on this secret thing, and of course, to save the day. But they didn't call it this. It's called the catamaran. Even though it's not designed or looking like an actual catamaran, it's a very unique looking type of boat. It's nothing like that. So they're gonna go chase him down and start fighting him. Instead of calling the other Thundercats or anything, they're gonna just do it on their own. Lino doesn't know what he's doing, so he's just pushing all the buttons and shoots a missile at him, but it's like a goop thing. So it goops up their cannons, and they start talking. Hey, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, oh, just surrender to us. And then, because we're coming to get you. Then, he's like, I'm Captain Hammerhand, surrender yourself. And Lino's like, oh, I'm Captain Lino. And this is Captain Wily Cat and Captain Wily Kid. You can't have 3 captains. Oh, yes, you can. It makes us 3 times as cool. Then the other pirates are like, yeah, maybe we should take turns being captain. And he's going this whole thing about taking turns and Monday, Tuesday. It just goes in this big old long conversation that shouldn't be happening. Is Spinnertop here a female? It has a weird voice. So I don't know. In the original, it was just a bunch of dudes. So I'm thinking this is a girl because the voice is a little more high pitched, but I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I'm actually I can multitask and I give the best hug, so I should be captain. So this big old argument about who should be captain next. Then they're like, oh, this is our chance. They turn the speed up to sorry grandma. So you would apologize to your grandma for driving too fast? Is that the joke? What does anyone get that? Did anyone laugh at that? It just doesn't make any sense. So they create a whirlpool, which is, I guess, another callback to the original, because that's how Lino got caught in the whirlpool. Then he got out because of the magic of the unicorn or whatever. And then the whirlpool ends up pulling in the actual Berserker ship, and that's how they beat them at the end. So this is another weird callback, but it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. So it pulls in the ship and everything. We beat them, we win. But when Tiger looks out the window, it just looks like they're tooling around the water in the Thunder Tank. So he runs out there. I can't believe you guys. Yeah, simple task to do, and you won't do it. And he starts getting all angry and screaming. His voice starts to crack and stuff. This is another thing that it drives me nuts. Whenever Tiger goes up there, he's like, guys, what are you doing? It played the evil villain sting, that when bad guys show up. So Tiger's a bad guy? Just because he wants them to do their chores they're supposed to do? But he threatens them with taking away their dessert, like you do little kids. And Lionel's like, I'm the king, so he can't take my dessert away, but he can take your guys' desserts away, and that's no good. They're gonna do their chores. But the Berserkers are back, and their ship is flying in the air, which something didn't happen in the original. Their ship couldn't fly. It had rockets to go real fast, but it couldn't take off. So, you blame me, cats, I'm going to fight you. So he's shooting cannonballs at them, and they're just kind of goofing and stuff. It's really not much of a fight. Tiger is still just cleaning. He has headphones on, so he can't hear anything. And, of course, the other two, they're just sleep. Panther and Chitara are sleeping. Chitara does nothing in this episode. So instead of waking everyone up and saying, hey, guys, we got a battle out here, Wily Kit just grabs the gravitational gun thingy that he made in the episode and brings it out, and then uses that to grab the dude, because they're going to shoot the guy who had the tire in his chest. He would smash into stuff. So they just grab him and throw him back at the boat, and then the boat crashes and totally explodes. Then they're like, oh, yay, that was great. Yeah, remember this thing that he made? I think he copied Vultureman's pincers. But remember that whole fight they had over that? They just forgot? Why make a stupid joke about your own dumb writing? It doesn't make it funny. Tiger comes out, I can't believe you guys are playing with the gravity gun and not doing your jobs. But did he not see all these swords laying around? Did he not question where the hell those came from? And then he's getting more and more pissed off. But look at these faces. Chihuahua. He's like, you guys, if you don't do it, I'm taking your desserts away for weeks. And then so he just keeps amping up how long he's going to take away the desserts. So they're going to finally do their chores, but they're not dead yet. And Hammerhand has a helicopter blade, so he's flying up there, and they're going to start fighting. Lino doesn't have the Sword of Romans or the Shield Claw. He just picks up one of the swords that were on the beach. Why wouldn't he have the Sword of Romans? He always has it on him. So they're fighting, and this fight's lame and awful, and it's just boring. Wily Kit just jumps on the wheel guy, crashes him into her brother, which I thought was pretty stupid. That it would have made sense for her to crash into another bad guy, but she like crashes it into her brother too. Lino's Hammerhand has the upper hand on Lino, but then Wily Kit and Wily Cat just grab him and throw him. Like just pick him up and throw him. They're like little kids. So they're having a fight, and then they do the whole thing. Oh, the person who's on headphones can't hear what's going on, and he's singing. Or he's listening to a song. I can't really tell the lyrics, but it just sounds awful. Hope we don't get to hear whatever the hell he was listening to. So you see all the action going on outside. They're getting thrown around and everything. Oh man, this is a tough fight. They finally beat them to the point to where it's just a hammerhand. It's like, oh, you guys like to play games. I know a fun game. He calls in his ship, so I guess it didn't explode or put itself back together. And he gets the ship and like slams it into the Thundercats and like slams them into the ground. This didn't kill them. They could have like, why didn't him with the paralyzing ray? So no, he smashes the boat into him like multiple times. Then ties them up and gonna make them walk the plank. What was the point of the plank? Just kill them. I thought he was supposed to deliver them to Mumra, but I guess they're gonna make him walk the plank. I guess they have this big shark person who's like in the water and who does nothing. He has like these like robot arms and everything. He's all spinning there. Pretty cool design and kind of scary looking, but it doesn't do anything. They're about to be pushed off the plank, but then Tiger comes out. What's going on, guys? Who are you? How come no one's cleaning? And he doesn't realize these are bad guys. And he starts screaming at them. I don't know who you are. And you're not on the chore wheel, but that's no excuse for not doing the chores. And if you guys don't come down here and clean, you're going to never have any dessert. So they do what he says. And they all get down there. Oh man, that guy was pretty scary. So they're going to help the Thundercats clean up now because Tiger yelled at them. And they find out they're working for Mumra. It's like, yeah, Mumra promised us gold. We're not going to get the gold if we don't kill you or capture you. And they're like, why do you want gold? Gold is stupid. And they're like, what do you mean? Gold's valuable. It's worth everything. Oh, if you want that, you can just have our gold. The cat's lair, its excrement is gold. What is it, Roger from American Dad? So they have all the gold they want. I'm like, here, just take it. But you got to do a job for us first. So they hired them to go attack Mumra. And they shoot lasers at him, and that's the end of it. Then we get a coin where it looks like Kim Jong-un. What the hell? Like, what's that all about? So, yeah, end of episode. Weird to take parts from the movie, or just like a 5-part thing, but they call it Thundercats, call the movie. And then kind of parts from the original, the Warpole thing. It's just, what a mishmash of just every stupid thing from the episodes and just made into one longer episode. And this Joan lady, again, is on the story. People are telling me she's a very far left type lady. And yeah, I can see it. It's not very good. The jokes aren't funny, and ruins some more characters. Hopefully we don't ever get to see the other Thunderians, and Pumara, may she be untouched by this terrible show, because she was one of my favorites. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.